Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing okay and excited for this workshop, the third and final one in the ICP Chain Fusion Bitcoin Hackathon. I'm inviting Andy from Loka Mining on stage as he will be giving this week's workshop. Hello.
Hey, hi Adriana. Hello. How are you doing?
Good, good. The stage is all yours. And yeah, you are more than welcome to begin whenever you're ready.
Okay. Okay. This is something like I cannot see the audience. Okay. Hello everyone. I don't know who you are, where you are. It's nice to be here. I'm right now in Indonesia. I live in an island next to Bali, Indonesia. So it's 1:33 p.m. a.m. here. So it's late night, but I'm excited to share about the what we're building in Loka. Okay, shall we begin? Loka is a protocol for Bitcoin mining. We call it the tokenized mining protocol for Bitcoin. We have been building Loka since a few months ago, and we're backed by Divinity, of course. We had our grants from Divinity and also had some investment from some venture capital like Kilonova and Outlier Ventures. And yeah, everything is built on the internet computer. And I think this is the intersection between the internet computer and Bitcoin, like we call it the mother chain. And so the problem we want to solve is, so we're looking into the $12 billion per year opportunity. Why it's this number. So basically every 10 minutes, a new Bitcoin block is found, and that 3.125 Bitcoin will be rewarded to the Bitcoin miners who found the block, right? So that's how the Bitcoin mining works. In 10 minutes and then per day, there is 144 blocks found, and that roughly around $30 million per day Bitcoin mining reward if we convert it to the US dollar, and then that equals about $12 billion per year. But mining Bitcoin is not easy. So I've been mining Bitcoin since 2017. And back then, earlier, when the Bitcoin mining starts in 2011 until 2014, everyone can mine Bitcoin with just their home computer. Now you need a specialized hardware. One ASIC machine will cost you at least $3,000, which means that if you're a Bitcoin miner, you want to start mining Bitcoin at not just as a hobby, but like doing as a profitable avenue, you basically need around at least $40,000 to start. And even if you have money and you have capital, it's still not easy because you need access to cheap energy. And if you're living in the EU, in Switzerland, or in other European countries, or most of the countries, basically, mining Bitcoin is not going to be profitable because you need to have cheap energy. More than 6 cents per kilowatt hour it's not going to be profitable right now. And also it's kind of like a full-time job because you need to take care of the hardware, everything. You need to have to do maintenance, everything. So Bitcoin mining back then, a few years ago, it's just a hobby. Now become like a really commodity, and then you need to be like a full-time job. It's not easy. So regular people cannot mine Bitcoin. So this is like the problem, that because the vision of Bitcoin is that anyone can join to this network, anyone can participate. Satoshi has the vision that anyone can also mine Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin mining become more and more centralized because you need more capital, and then the network, the difficulty of Bitcoin mining is getting higher and higher. And that means that if you're a Bitcoin miner, you need to always upgrade your mining machines. And for mining companies, big mining companies in North America, it's easy for them to get liquidity, cheap liquidity from the market by selling their, they do IPO and then they just scoop cheap liquidity from the retail investors, and then they buy more mining machines. So for the other Bitcoin miners all across the world, Asian Bitcoin miners or like Indonesian Bitcoin miners, most of them, smaller ones, don't have access to finance. You cannot go to the bank and then saying that you're a Bitcoin miners, and then you collateralize your machines, and then you get loan from the bank and you buy more machines. You cannot do that. So, so we think the solution for the problem is by creating a protocol that enable Bitcoin miners selling their forward hash rates, just like corn farmers selling their future harvest. So in this way, anyone can mine Bitcoin by buying forward contract from Bitcoin miners. This is the word that we envision. So there are two parties involved in this protocol. The first one on the supply side is the miners. They can have access to permissionless financing and scale their operation without having to deal with the banks or any other institution. And the other side of the protocol is investors or liquidity provider. And in a sense, they can actually get Bitcoin at lower than market price, because basically with the same amount of dollar, they can buy the equivalent contract, but get them higher amount of Bitcoin. So let's say Bitcoin price right now is $70,000. With the same amount of $70,000, you can get one Bitcoin in the market exchange. But if you use that money, the idea is you use the same amount of money, $70,000, you can get probably 1.1 Bitcoin, but you get it in a future market. Basically, you need to wait until your and then every day a small set of Bitcoin will be delivered to your contract, and then eventually when the contract expires, you get more than one Bitcoin. So that is the idea. So okay, I'll get into the product itself. So the architecture of the protocol itself is actually there's three infrastructure pillars. So we have the decentralized mining pool, and we have Bitcoin liquidity pool, and then we have the forward hash rate marketplace. In this scope, we want to talk about the decentralized mining pool because this is the product that we already live right now. So what we have right now is we call it decentralized mining pool aggregator, because statistically, from business perspective, we cannot have a real Bitcoin mining pool, because we need to have from the mathematics perspective. Let's say one day you have 144 blocks found, which means that if we divide 100% to 144 blocks, basically, if statistically, if a mining pool gonna get if a mining pool getting statistically one block found every day, then one mining pool needs to have 0.7% of the total hash rate in the world, and that is a lot. So we start small by not having our mining pool, but we aggregate, and then we connect to different mining pool across the like the famous mining pools, and then the biggest mining pool in the market. So the way it works is that you have a miner's machines. It's like actual ASIC machine from the Bitcoin miners. And then they basically sending us hash rate to our Stratum server. Stratum server is a server where we accept hash rate from the Bitcoin miners, and then we redirect this hash rate to the mining pool. The miners can choose which mining pool that they want to use, and then from the mining pool we have rewards, Bitcoin rewards, and then we immediately convert this Bitcoin reward to CKBTC. The reason is that for regular mining pool usually have like the threshold to pay out the Bitcoin reward to the miners. And because we pool and aggregate and then we immediately convert to CKBTC, the transfer cost and the withdrawal cost is almost zero. So that makes us enable to give the feature to the miners so that they can withdraw their reward every day without any limitation, without any threshold. So it is a very useful feature for Bitcoin miners, especially for smaller Bitcoin miners, because they don't need to wait until several days or several weeks to get their Bitcoin reward to be delivered to their wallet. They can sell it immediately. And then we also have this feature to convert their Bitcoin reward into fiat or other like native Bitcoin, or they can withdraw in CKBTC and then they can immediately sell it in USDT or whatever they want. And also we have also the incentive engine. Basically, this is for Bitcoin miners. They're not only getting the Bitcoin reward, but they have like kind of like a token, reward token, that we mint ourselves as a way to reward them. And then this reward token basically provide a stepping stone for the native token airdrop in the future when the protocol live. So the architecture is basically you have Bitcoin network, you have mining pool, and then this is the ICP part here. And then we have the Stratum server inside the canister. And then I think the most interesting part that I want to demo later is about the SIWB, or it's sign in with Bitcoin. So basically, miners don't need to have their account. They don't need to register anything. They just need to have a Bitcoin wallet for Xverse or Unisat. And also, if they don't have that, some miners prefer to use just Google account. So we use Web3 out here. So okay, I think it's better to demo because it's probably confusing to just see the diagram. So what I'm gonna demo is, the first is sign in with Bitcoin. We actually we modify the repository or a module from Astrox network. It's called ICSIWB. And then for Google, we're using Web3 Auth. And then, yeah, I'm gonna also demo how Loka is using CKBTC to distribute mining reward to the miners. All right. Okay, this is Loka mining pool. This is the URL is pool.lokamining.com. You can always go yourself and see and basically log in with your Bitcoin wallet or Google. So we have our own kind of lab where we have different kind of Bitcoin miner ASIC machine, and then we use this ASIC machine basically to connect directly to different mining pool. We have F2 pool and pool via BTC or NiceHash. This is basically a live profitability per 100 terahash. So one ASIC machine usually typically will have mining power of 100 terahash. So we can see that NiceHash, this is live. NiceHash has like a highest profitability, but highest profitability it's for on Bitcoin miners doesn't necessarily always equate to like higher profit, because sometimes you have like highest reward in per terahash, but it's not that stable. So there's a lot of dynamic in Bitcoin mining. So that's why we choose to become an aggregator first, and then let miners choose whatever pool they want to do, what they want to use. So this is the journey from the perspective of Bitcoin miners. You start here, and then you will have this Connect wallet, and we have two different options for miners to sign in. The first one is using Google, and or they can use their Bitcoin wallet. Okay, they can choose this, and then I can see the like basically the wallet, but probably you cannot see this because it's on the other it's not on this tab. So the Access wallet is popping up, and then I can log in. I can connect with my wallet. Okay, and then okay, I'll just demo the Google first. Oh, this one basically opens a Google account, and then I can choose which Google account I want to use. Okay, I'm connecting right now with Google, and then this is the step that the miners need to do. Basically, they put this URL to their ASIC machine, and then they need to create a username. I already have created my username, and then this is the dashboard. So basically, what we do is we have kind of like a aggregator, so that you can see here that we have 4 different machines, and then each machine we can choose whichever the mining pool that we want to use. We can switch the mining pool, and then you have also this hash rate live, where we can monitor the mining power that we produce from our machines as a Bitcoin miners. Each individual machine also has this graphic, and this is everything is done in the IC in the canister. So yes, we can do whatever we can do in the centralized server like AWS or Google Cloud. We can also do this, do that in the internet computer. So it's like a Web 2 in the decentralized Web 2, basically. So let's say we want to. So this is the balance. Basically, this is what I mine for estimated revenue. We already withdraw this Bitcoin amount, and then we also have the feature that you can share your revenue in Bitcoin to the other miners. Typically, this is for miners who share or they're co-investing. They're sharing their reward to the investor or the host that provides them electricity, for example. And we can withdraw from the Bitcoin reward to CKBTC in ICP, because this is like basically we convert immediately from the Bitcoin reward to CKBTC, and then we can also convert back to Bitcoin native. You just need to enter your Bitcoin address here, and then you can also save. And then like ICP, you also just need to put your ICP wallet address. And this is the interesting part, that we have off-ramp fiat. So we're basically, you can, from the perspective of miners, you can choose. So this is Indonesian bank. So you can choose whatever the bank available in Indonesia, and then you put your account number, and then voila, basically you can withdraw your Bitcoin into fiat, and then like from your mining machine, one day after you mine Bitcoin, and then you can use that money to buy Starbucks or whatever. This is also e-wallet. This is one type of payment that is very popular in Southeast Asia. Basically, it's using the QR, and then everyone except you can go to the market and any sellers, any merchant in the country, and then use this wallet and then buy whatever you want. So it's a pretty handy feature that is making our growth in community very popular in local Bitcoin miners. Okay, I guess what else? Okay, the first sign in with Bitcoin, and then connecting to oh yeah, okay. So CKBTC, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't have a lot of thing to demo. I think I prefer just to accept any Q&A, and then I will gladly answer whatever. Sorry, it's not very technical, but if you have like a more technical question, then I will pretty much happy to answer. Okay, how to present to project? Is there a link to? Okay. Oh, the calculator. Okay. Okay, calculator. Yes. So this is basically to estimate the revenue you will get from the network, the Bitcoin network. Basically, you just need to, let's say you have a machine that, so all ASIC machine has their mining power, has capacity. Like older machine probably have like 40 terahash. The earlier, like the latest machine, it's probably got like 130 or 140 terahash. So basically, you can estimate the revenue in Bitcoin per day from this calculator. This is from the network. We fetch the data, and then we create a calculator based on that.
That was a great workshop and demo, Andy. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you guys want to put your questions in the chat, feel free.
Yeah, it's more of a like a Oh, is this implemented in Motoko? Yeah, it's in Rust. I think some part is actually in Motoko, but yeah, I think the person who can answer like in more technical is my co-founder. It's not probably here, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But I mean, Motoko is actually nice, and we have engineers that is fluent in both Motoko and Rust.
Any more questions, guys? So, yes. So in the technical questions forum in the Discord, you can chat with Andy. Actually, I'm unsure if you're added to that yet, but if not, I will add you to that. And then you can show Andy your repositories, and he can help you potentially with anything before you submit your final projects.
Yeah. Okay. So is this the hackathon also is a track to get grants from Definity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you apply to the grant, there's somewhere so our grant submission is actually being used by Definity to become like an example for how you submit your application for grant. So I think I mean if you can point me the forum, probably I can also show okay, yeah.
Absolutely. That's great, Mohammed. I'm glad to hear it. Does anyone else have any questions for Andy? Of course, this workshop will be recorded and uploaded, so you will be able to watch it as many times as you like. And yeah, Andy will be available in the technical questions forum on Discord to help, and so will the ICP team as well. So any
Yeah.
other
Yeah, concrete implementation. Yes, I mean, I think my suggestion, not my suggestion. I mean, from my point of perspective is basically you need. I think most of the project or developers or people who try to build something, they have the tendency to love the solution, not the problem. So I think that's it's a bit for I think it's better for you to fall in love with the problem, not the solution. Because if you're like you have your own solution and then you kind of tend to looking for problem that probably not exist.
Amazing. Well, if there aren't any more questions, then Andy, I'll let you go. I know it's very late or early in the morning there. And
Okay, yeah.
everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Andy, again. And we will be in touch shortly about building your projects. And this will be uploaded tomorrow, so you can watch it as much as you want. And yeah, good luck building, everyone.
Okay.
And I will see you guys soon.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.